Oh my god, wait. All these books are out of order.
I go around, I go around and I go around and I go around.
So now that all this is like organized in the way that I'm going to be talking about them, today, as you can see in the title, we're going to do a little mid-year book. I like to think of this as a like catch up or like check in, where are we at type thing. I'm not gonna lie, I actually filmed this video like an hour ago, and then I looked at myself in the mirror and my hair was an absolute mess, and I was like, there was no way in hell I can post this. So, and I had like taken my makeup off, so I was like, there's absolutely no way. There's no way. I showered because I was like, I'm going out after like filming this. I'm like going to see a friend. I showered, redid my filming makeup, which is not my going out makeup. So I'm gonna pray that when I look at this footage, I like how my face looks. If not, I'm actually gonna cry. I just realized I did not put my mascara on or do my eyebrows, but I feel like it looks fine. I swear to God, if I have to film this video for a third time, I'm just gonna delete my entire YouTube channel. But anyways, if you're new here, my name is Mila. I make everything from college, lifestyle, and bookish type content, so that sounds fun. Definitely hit the subscribe button so, you know, you see every single video that I post. So let's just like hop right into my mid-year book tag. So on my iPad right over here, I have everything that I'm gonna be talking about. So when I look down, it's just to look at the questions to make sure that I'm like saying stuff in order. Then okay, perfect. Yes. So question number 1, the best book you've read so far in 2024. This book I've had on my shelf for so long. Like, you're gonna see the edition that I have. It's like the old edition. That's how long I've had it on my shelf, because before it blew up, I was like, this is something that I know I'm gonna love. I had very high expectations going in. I read Ninth House 2 years ago, absolutely loved it. I read The Secret History last like fall, absolutely loved it. So going in, I was like, if I do not love this book, there's like something like severely wrong with me. And the best book I've read so far in 2024 has to be The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. Oh my god, it's like, it's wow. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear all the bird chirpings. Let's just, you know what, we're manifesting a good video today. But yeah, so this, I don't want to tell you anything about it. Like, you're gonna be very confused for some part, not really know what's going on, but the twist, the reveal, it was so perfect. Like, if you loved Ninth House and I was gonna say the Inheritance Games, no, The Secret History, please pick this up. You're gonna love this. And it's just, wow. It's just, I have no words for the masterpiece that's this. And it's like, just wow. So the second question is the best sequel you've read so far in 2024. So this, I feel like it definitely was a time period that I read it in that like really made it like a huge deal for me, and that's Collided by Lauren Asher. So if you guys don't know, I'm from Montreal, and that's the city where there's the Canadian Grand Prix. Sorry, I got distracted by my Apple Watch. So I live where there's the Canadian Grand Prix, and I think I was filming some video, and then I saw this book, and I was like, wait a minute. It's like race weekend. I have this book. Sure, I'm going out like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I'm not going out during the day. It's only at night. So might as well get into the F1 thing, because I'm not like a big racing girl, you know, like we almost went to see the race, but we like did not end up going. Like, I'm not a fan or anything, but I was like, let's like get into the F1 spirit. Oh my god, this was a 5-star read. It was so good. Like, the first book, this is like, yeah, second book in the series. First book, loved it, absolutely loved it. But this one, there's just something magical about it. It's a 4-book series, the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher. It's so good. It's so good. Best sequel. And the character is just so perfect. Please go read it. So question number 3, new release you haven't read yet but want to, and that is Funny Story by Emily Henry. So I own Book Lovers and Beach Read. Beach Read, I'm currently reading it. Book Lovers, I have not read yet. Besides that, Happy Place and People We Meet on Vacation, I have read. So I was like, you can buy it, but you should read like the other 2 books before you read this one. And I was like, you know, that's like a very fair thing. So in the month of June, I'm finishing Beach Read. Probably by the time this video comes out, I would have finished Beach Read. Month of July, we're gonna read Book Lovers. And then in August, Funny Story. So our 2 main characters, their exes cheat on them with each other. Then I think they move in together. So the girl has nowhere to stay, and the guy whose ex cheated on, yeah, just the guy main character, he lets her stay at his place. So I'm really, really intrigued to see how I like it. And it's Emily Henry, so I know it's definitely gonna be a good time. Then question number 4, most anticipated release for the second half of 2024. And that is gonna be, I forgot the name, Daydream by Hannah Grace. So I read Icebreaker, I think 2 years ago, absolutely loved it so much. Stassi, Nina, everything. And their daughter's called Mila, wow, yes, love it. Then I read Wildfire like 2 months ago, I think, Aurora and Russ, loved it so much. And this is the 3rd book in the Maple Hills University series. It comes out, according to my notes, on August 27th. Don't know what it's about. Oh, I don't even remember who the hockey player that we see in Icebreaker has this book made about him. Well, I feel like, I'm so sorry if I'm not making sense. I'm like confusing myself today, but I don't know who the guy is in this book, but I'm so excited. You know, like, I don't have to know what the book is about to know that I'm gonna be excited for the book. Question number 5, biggest disappointment. And that for me is gonna have to be Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So it was not a bad book. Like, I'm not putting it here because it was a bad book. It's just that I loved Daisy Jones and Evelyn Hugo, right? And then I read One True Loves, and I was like, I don't really like her pure romance. Like, again, it wasn't bad, but I was like, I'm more of a fan of her, like, we follow characters, and it's more like character focused than like romance focused. I was like, okay, that's what you like, so you're gonna like Malibu Rising. I'm sorry, what are you doing? Can you hear this? But yeah, so I figured that since I like when it's more like character focused and like romance, I really like this book. But I feel like what made me not like it that much is that it wasn't like necessarily one character you were following. It was like the family. And I feel like it was like I don't know, I feel like I just had expectations going in, and that's why I didn't enjoy it. Once again, not a bad book. Like, the second half of the book, I really, really liked it. It's just the first half I felt kind of like bored and not like super invested. I think I ended up rating this like a 3.5 star again for the first half, but then the second half I did like it so much more. But I feel like it was mainly the expectations, and I thought I would rate this 5 star that made me put it as the most disappointed book of 2024. But again, it's not bad. If you haven't read it, read it. It's like honestly really good for the summer for like poolside or beachside. Just personally for me, my expectations were too high and it didn't live up to the hype that I thought it was gonna have. So question number 7, new favorite author. And okay, so no, sorry. Question number 6, biggest surprise. And I'm not saying surprise because I didn't think I would like this book. I'm saying surprise because wow, just wow. The twists, the turns, just oh my god. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is literally, I read this in one sitting. I don't read books in one sitting. I just sat down. I'm sorry, my camera ran out of storage space. And I'm just like, can we just film this video with no more interruptions, please? That's literally all I'm asking from the universe. But yeah, so for the Inheritance Games, I just sat down, flew through it, absolutely flew through it, read this in one sitting in one day. I've never done that before, ever. It was just twists, turns, even the second book. Like, I haven't read the final book of the series, but I read the Hawthorne Legacy, and that also was a one-day thing. Flew through it, super fast, super easy. Honestly, this whole series you can read in like a weekend. That's how invested you get. And yeah, just biggest surprise because I obviously went in knowing what to expect, but it was just, it gripped. I don't know if you heard, but my neighbor's dog just literally screeched, and I'm like, there's no way. But yes, biggest surprise in a very good way of 2024. Now, new favorite author. Okay, I only read one book by this author, but I'm still counting it as like my new favorite author because I know I'm gonna absolutely love all of her books. Elsie Silver. So I read Flawless back in, I want to say March. Best thing ever. Literally best thing ever. She's Canadian, a Canadian queen. It's small. I think all of her books are small town cowboy vibes. Just please go pick it up. I have not stopped recommending this book to like literally everyone who asked me for book recommendations because I love her writing style, love her characters, just love everything about her. and a Canadian queen. So definitely please go pick up Elsie Silver, fave new author. I have all the books from this series. I just have to get to them. Question number 8, new favorite crush. Okay, so I'm kind of like cheating on this one. I mean, I don't know if it's technically cheating because, okay, this is like a big book series and there's like 3 couples. And you would think that I would be into the guy from the books that I read, right? But no, my biggest crush of 2024 is Connor Cobalt, right? Like, I only read the first 2 books of the Addicted series, so I'm like, you would think it wouldn't be Connor. And I feel like also whenever people talk about the guys, Connor is like the least amount of people's favorite. It's like basically always like Low or, oh my god, Reich. I feel like a lot of people like Reich or Low, but I'm like, Connor Cobalt, just like what you see, like his energy, just the type of like what you see from him in Addicted to You and Ricochet, I'm like, this man is my everything. I'm in love with this man. But yeah, obviously I haven't gotten here yet. I don't know where Kiss the Sky is. I think it's like somewhere over there for my July TBR that I'm going to be filming tomorrow. So I just picked up the other book from him, the other book about him. So Connor Cobalt, haven't gotten to his books yet, but I just know that his book's going to be 5-star reads because I absolutely love this man with my whole entire heart. Question number 9 is newest favorite character. And this one, it's kind of cheating because it's not my favorite character. It's my favorite family. Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. Just the Gallo family, there's 3 of them that I love. The Griffin family, there's 1 of them that I love. You know, so I feel like it's more like anticipation to get to their books because I like these characters so much. Even though you don't see much of them, I really liked it. Like Nessa, I really like Nessa's character. Ada, I love Ada. Like, I feel like what made this mafia very different is how Ada was. I love that. One of her brothers, I think it was it Sebastian or was it Nero? I don't know, but one of her brothers also, I think it's book 3, the guy with the car. Like, I love the families. So it's kind of like cheating also, but I would love Ada. Is she my favorite character, her alone? I don't know, but it's like the entire family that I'm like, I love you guys. I'm really scared. You can hear the noises outside of my window, but it's so hot that I don't want to close my window. I don't know. It's not a lawnmower because I'm like, dude, it's 5:30. Why are you, I don't know. It's 5:30 on a Saturday. I'm like, what could you possibly be doing to your lawn at this time? But anyways, number 10, a book that made you cry. Archer's Voice. I finally read Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. The emotions, like, when you find out about Archer's past, when you find out what happened to Bree, I feel like it just got like super yellow toned out of nowhere. But anyways, when there's near the end, oh my god, how do I say this without giving spoilers? Near the end, when that thing happens, and then the chapter ends, the first few lines of the next chapter, I thought it was done. I thought it was over. I was like, there's no way. I literally had to pause. Like, if you guys have watched Game of Thrones, you know season 3, episode 9. And now we're back to having in blue tone. Like, literally, what are we doing? Yeah, that episode from Game of Thrones. The emotional shock that does to you, the way you have to literally pause to make sure you are emotionally and mentally okay before continuing on. That's what I felt at that point. 5-star read. Just, wow. It's also so fresh in my head because this was like the last book that I finished before starting beach read. Just, it's crying, but it's also just so perfect. Just, like, it's not, it's emotional tears, not bad tears, but like emotional tears, if that makes sense. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but it's like good tears, if that makes sense. Number 11, a book that made you happy. So I was cackling, literally cackling, laughing out loud, reading this book. It's the most outlandish, crazy. It's like a thriller, like maybe more like mystery than thriller. It's outlandish, it's crazy, it's full of like just absolutely insane. Dial A for aunties. So I just like randomly picked this up and I was like, let's test it out. I did not think I was gonna like this. This was 5 stars because it was so funny, so comedic. I enjoyed my entire time reading it. I read it in like 2 days. Like, I think I read this right before reading the Inheritance Games, or I read this like right after, like at the beginning of January. It was so good. Just crazy, outlandish. There's like acts, like maybe not murder, but there's like a death and then you have to like cover up the body. But the way that it's done, it's like picture like outlandish things that you do in like a cartoon. That's how it was. The characters were so funny. The aunt, the mom, just it's such a good time. You have to read it. Like, you're gonna be smiling and giggling and just like crying from laughter for your entire experience reading the book. Number 12, the most beautiful book you bought so far this year. So I know nothing about this book. I am trying to plan a little small town romance rec video. So I just ordered a bunch of small town romances. This is one of them. Don't know what it's about, but the cover, she is gorgeous. So yeah, there's not much more to say about this besides that it's called Unforgettable by Willow Astor, but I have no idea what it's about. She just has a beautiful cover. Probably should have added this at the beginning, but I'm just gonna add it over here. I watched Rachel Catherine's video, like her mid-year book tag video, and she did some extra questions that she got from someone else. I'm so sorry, I don't remember that creator's name, but I'll link like Rachel's video and the other creator's video in the description bar down below so you guys can go check it out. I didn't use all of those questions. I'm sorry, this dog does not stop barking and I'm gonna lose my mind. But what was I saying? Yes, I'm gonna link both of those videos in the description bar down below. I don't remember all the questions. I only picked like 4 that I thought would be fun to talk about. Okay, let's go with question 13, which is the last question from like the normal tag, and then we'll like tackle the rest. So question 13, a book that you need to read by the end of the year. So I'm putting this here because I put this on my summer TBR. I've had it on my shelf for so long, and I am planning to read all the books by this author that I own from my physical TBR shelf by the end of the year. I feel like that was just a very complicated way of saying things. But anyways, the book is called Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Everyone has read this so far. I have not. So that's like literally my only explanation. Oh my god, explanation. I want to get through this by the end of the year. I feel like what kind of put me off was the whole like ex's dad thing. But I just want to, like, I want to understand what exactly goes on in this book. And then for the questions that are like new added this year, we have books you've been putting off. And for here, I'll like basically put an author because deep breaths. Like, I wanted to read her series in order. It's like 3 big fantasy series. So I was waiting for like summer to hit because I was like, I cannot like read a 7-book fantasy series like during school. But now that it's summer, I'm going to be reading this month. So I feel like we're actually going to get through the series, but that's going to be Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas, and basically anything Sarah J Maas. So I own the entire Akatai series. I own the entire Throne of Glass series. I was like, it's not mentally sane to buy Crescent City if you have not read any of her books yet. But yeah, like, I've been putting it off, but now that it's summer, like, I'm actually going to start reading it. And will I finish this by the end of 2024? I hope so. But then you're going to see another big series that I am planning to finish by the end of the year. So I don't know how hopeful I am, but it's definitely a series that I do want to be finished 100% by next summer. I've been putting it off because I was like, this is a commitment, and commitment scares me. Question number 15, a series you want to finish before the end of the year. And that's going to be the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. Like, this is my top priority in terms of series because I am filming a little reading vlog for this. The first part is coming out, I want to say end of July or beginning of August. I'm not 100% sure yet. I decided to show Addicted for now because that's the book that I'm at. I'm going to be starting this like right after I finish Beach Read, then hopping right into Throne of Glass. When everyone says this is like a found family thing, you just feel connected to these characters. I felt that from like the first book. Like, my heart broke for Lily and Lo, And I know I'm gonna absolutely love this series, and I'm so excited. But also, like, I don't want to rush through the series. I want it to last, but I'm also like, I do want to read most of it before school starts. So I don't know how I'm gonna pace myself, but I definitely do want to finish this before 2025. Yeah, before 2025. Then question number 16, a 5-star prediction for the rest of the year. Can we please focus on my face? And that is going to be the Fourth Wing duology. I know I'm going to love this, but she's like 500 pages. And yes, this is what we're looking at. I don't know when I'm going to read this. When I do read it, I know I'm going to love it and probably give it 5 stars. Is it going to make me read it faster? Probably no. Like, as we saw, the Atlas 6, it took me like 3 years to finally get to it. But this one, we're gonna read, and we're gonna rate it 5 stars. And then finally, the last question is, do you think you'll reach your reading goal, and are you going to change it? So my reading goal is $100. I'm currently at $35. I think I can get to it. If you guys don't know this, I am the president of my sorority, and I'm actually going in my final year of like mechanical engineering. So obviously I have a lot going on, but out of all my classes, only 3 of them have finals, right? So in December, I can like tackle a lot over the holidays. So I'm very optimistic that unless my life goes horribly wrong, I can get to my 100 book goal. If I see in October that there's no way I can get there, like realistically, I think I'm gonna bring it down to 75, but I'm pretty optimistic that absolute minimum I can read 80 books. We shall see, but I'm very hopeful. So that's pretty much gonna be it for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. If you did, definitely hit the subscribe button and leave a thumbs up so I know that you like these videos. All my socials are linked down below, my TikTok, Instagram, and Goodreads. I tend to post what I read on Instagram a lot, so if you kind of want to keep more up to date with me and like not have to wait till my wrap-ups, definitely go follow me on my Insta. I don't think there's much more that I wanted to say. Like, I don't know, I already filmed this video once before, so in my head I'm just like, finish this and pray that like things are gonna go well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So stay safe, protect your vibe, and I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully not next time to film this video again for a 3rd time. But yes, see y'all next time. Bye guys.